Hello coaches, welcome to the channel of Attack and Defense Coordinator. My name is Marcos Albino, a licensed coach from the United States Soccer Federation, and I'm so glad to continue a series here entitled Building a Team's Defensive Shape, Guided by the Principles of Defense. The principles of defense: number 1, immediate pressure on the ball. 2, cover. 3, balance. 4th, depth. 5th, vertical compactness. And 6th, lateral compactness. And in the previous video, I introduced to you the first 4, okay? Pressure, cover, balance, and depth. And I had a drill, which is this one here in the end. This is a shadow play to provide some repetition of pressure, cover, and balance for the players. So we finish with that. Today I've got some drills designed for you for repetition of vertical compactness, and I have one drill for both of them, and great drills. I want you to enjoy these drills that I'm building especially for you. Okay, on this drill here, I want to actually, let me explain. On the previous video, I emphasize the need for the coaches to understand the coaching points. The coaching points is the most important thing for you. You've got the drills here, but if you don't have the coaching points in your brain, it's not going to work, because they are extremely important. Okay, look for it in the previous video. If you haven't seen that video yet that I produced yesterday, just go back to it and check the coaching points for the pressure player, for the covering player, for the balancing player, and for the players providing depth to the team. That's extremely important. This drill here, now you don't have to go much into those coaching points, but you can fix the session yourself, addressing some things, like conditioning the game the way you wanted them to practice. I'm going to explain this drill real quick to you here. And we have here, let me go to the structure here, 40 yard wide to 60 yards long, but we have two fields, 30 here and 30 over here. We have two goals in the center line here, with the back against each other. The goal number 1 is defended by the orange team. The orange team defends goal number 1, and the blue team defends goal number 2. All right, let me go here because I have everything ready for you. This is very, very easy to understand. The goal is for the orange team to transfer the ball to the other field to try to score a goal here on goal number 2. But all the orange players must be on that side. They must be on this side here, okay? All of them, in order for the goal to count. If one orange is on this side here, the goal doesn't count. But if we have one orange and one blue, the goal counts for 1. But if you have only one blue, the goal counts for 2. If we have 2 blue, the goal counts for 4, and so on and so forth. So it's very easy to understand here. And we have the orange team in possession of the ball. The coach on the other side, let me turn here, the coach initiates the practice here. So he passed the ball to the orange team, to an orange player here who is, passed to his teammate, and then to the other side. So they just change the point of attack to go to the other side. Now on the other side, we have this player here who moves with the ball to the other side. He's dribbling the ball to go to this side. So everybody else from the orange team must be here. Like I said, the blue team, if they stay there, the goal counts for 2. If the orange scores a goal here on goal 2 with the goalkeepers, he's ahead. I have them. Okay, let me bring it up. See, I have so you have a better idea here. The orange, they all move in, and we have some of the blue here to defend the goal. But all these players here from the orange, they need to be on this side before they can strike in the goal to score. Now, if the blue team wins possession of the ball, they move to the other side. So it's a great, but it has to be intense. Coaches, it must be intense. One of the coaching points I add is the speed of the players moving from side to side. I would add, I would just say that in this drill, it is the movement, because the practice in itself is repeating. They gotta go from one side to another, and it's intense. You're gonna achieve here passing, control. You're gonna achieve shooting. You're gonna achieve fitness. It's a bunch of stuff, and I'm not gonna, that we'll be able to achieve here. Okay, so let's move here to the next drill. This drill, it's just unbelievable. See, we have 4 quarters here. These are 4 quarters of the field, but we have a line here to separate the goalkeeper area. So nobody can come here until a condition is fulfilled first. So let me explain it to you. The blue team has the ball here at one of the orange quarter. Okay, the game starts here with them, and they must keep possession of the ball by controlling the area here by movement and passing and everything before they can go to the next quarter. So, but they have to go to all the quarters before they can score a goal. And when they go to the quarters, a player can go against the goalkeeper here, but they must go into all the quarters of the field. Another thing here, if they move to this side, as I'm going to show you on the other screen, they're going to move to this side. They must leave one player, okay, against one orange player. So always you're going to have a pair of 1v1 here, always. Okay, so they must complete on the next quarter a series of 3 consecutive passes before they can move to this one. Okay, and then they have to make like 3 here to move to this one. So now what we were achieving here is vertical compactness. If you go this way is lateral, here is going to be vertical, okay? And then if they complete, it's awesome repetition for both compactness, for lateral and for vertical compactness. See the dimensions here of the field. As you can see, each grid is 32 yards long by 20 wide. See the measurements here? So this is a great drill for you coaches. I hope you take advantage of this. Coaching points here, same thing. You don't want to aim, you don't want to stop anything for other than vertical and lateral compactness. quickness, which is like the players must move as quick as possible. So is that speed is the main coaching point. And the repetition, they're gonna, they're gonna repeat, and it's gonna lead to perfection. Okay, that's awesome for you. Now I want to move to the next screen here, to the next grid. See here, the movement is already made from the previous screen there that I showed you. So now here, 3 consecutive passes, they're going to move the other way, and then here, and then finally with the goalkeeper. All right? Now, it's very important not to stop the game too much. Let it play. Unless something is completely wrong, then you stop it. Okay, so I want to move to the next one, which is awesome. It's vertical compactness repetition. So let me go to the structure here. It's 40 watts wide by 20. Okay, it's 40 by 20 yard long each grid, but we have 3 grids here. Now let me explain. We have 2 yellows in each grid. It is a 5v5, and they must complete 3 consecutive passes before they can pass from grid to grid. Now, the team who wins possession of the ball doesn't need the consecutive passes. They can move from grid to grid when they win possession for the first time. Then if they maintain possession, then they keep, they're going to have to do the 3 consecutive passes before they move to the other grid. Like the orange team has possession here. Let me show you the last screen here. Now they move it over here. The yellow, I'm sorry. Yes, something in my throat here. But the white is the orange team moving to the other grid, and the yellow here is the movement of the blue. So everybody is moving to this grid. The yellow doesn't move to the other grid. The yellows, you're always going to have a 7v5. Look at how this beautiful compactness training designed for you coaches. Look at this. Now, the yellow stays, you get always 2 yellows there to make a numerical advantage to benefit the 3 passes. You can increase the condition here. You can have them make like 4 passes, 4 consecutive passes. But again, the coaching points are minimum. All right. If something is really wrong, then you address it. But here we want the game to flow for the repetition. Okay. One final thing I want to say here for you coaches is after these things, we gotta go to the 11v11 for your squad. If you are a professional coach watching, we must have a 2 15 heads for them. Do 15, rest for 2 minutes, and then we start do the final 15 there, because it's the only way you're gonna be able to assess the improvement of building a team's defensive shape guided by the principles of defense. And I leave you with that. He has to finish that. I want to thank you very much for joining this, and I hope you take advantage of it. May God bless you and your entire family, and that 2024 will be your year. All right? I will come back with the principles of attack in the next session. I'm going to start a new series of building a team's attacking shape guided by the principles of attack. God bless you. See you soon.